My name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here is a Komatsu D31S. This is a -17 series loader. These are great machines. They're simple, easy to work on if you have to work on it. Easy to service, easy to maintain. Powerful direct drive transmission. They're like a tank. Serial number of this machine is oh, I can't read that first. What does it say? I'm having trouble with a second number.
Serial number is 3262, and I'll leave the last digit blank.
Okay. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. We've got a few machines for sale. We've got some cat asphalt rollers, some big mixers, trenchers. We got that Mechalak. That's handy as a shirt pocket to have. That thing's brand new. It's got a 2-year warranty on it. It's just like it's what they call it. They call them dumpers, but they're just. It's got a 6,600 pound payload capacity, so it's pretty good. Anyway, we got some big rough terrain forklifts, box blade.
I think there's a skid steer back there.
Yeah, there's a skid steer too. Point is, if you buy any one of these machines from me, you're gonna be oh, we got some telehandlers too. If you buy any one of these tractors from me, you're going to be dealing with Perf Provencio. Is the guy running the camera. He's my right-hand man. So, as far as manufacturers go, people say, well, Komatsu, that's a Japanese machine. You know, you can't get parts for it. That is absolutely, positively, unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, that is not true. You can get parts for this thing very easily. We get parts for it at Napa down the road here. This machine has got 3,435 hours on it. It weighs about 15,000 pounds. The widest point is that bucket right there at 6'5" inches. The highest point is the top of that cab at 9 feet. I guess if I'm 6'1", so if we took this cab off, if we were shipping it really far, your top took the cab off and took that muffler off, it'd probably be maybe 6.5 feet at its highest point. But as it sets now, it's 9 feet. The transportation length from the front of that chute to the end of this counterweight right here is 13.5 feet. And this machine right here has got, it's got plumbing for a ripper. Well, I take that back. I need to look at that a little closer. It might have plumbing for a ripper. I think it does. I'll verify that. We'll take that plate off and see if it's got plumbing for a ripper. But it obviously doesn't have a ripper now. But this is where you bolt that ripper. You bolt said ripper right there. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. You say, why? What's the significance of that? Well, you can see where the paint's flecked off and the rainwater's kind of gotten to it, but this machine in no way, shape, or form is a rust pervasive machine. And that's even more prevalent today than, or relevant today than it was back then, because this machine is a mechanical machine. And when I say mechanical, like, it's got little gauges and stuff like that, but this machine, like that excavator right there, if the computer goes down on that excavator, the excavator will not work. If there's a solenoid or something that goes wrong, the machine will shut down. This machine here, the electronics can go to hell in a handbasket, and it will still plow through a building. So it's a great machine. Like I say, easy to work on, easy to maintain. And there's no electronics, there's no rust. Just about every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 different large contractor or municipality that we deal with here in the Metroplex. I bought this loader from a good friend of ours, and we've done millions of dollars worth of business back and forth over the years. Now, he bought this loader. He's a very, very wealthy man. He bought this loader brand new for his ranch way back when. And anyway, he keeps really good care of it. And I was trying to think if there's, he bought that roller for his ranch, that Dynapack, that CA252. It's practically a brand new roller. But anyway, he got done doing what he wanted to do, and with that roller anyway. And this one he just always kept on his property. He says it'll jerk 12-inch trees out of the ground. I mean, he said it's a powerful machine. That company, I'll say this about them too, is that they do everything. They're a class act, and the guy is a class act. He takes care of everything. So he babied this machine, took really good care of it, over-serviced it. So it's a good loader. I've been happy with all the machines that we've purchased. I purchased from this gentleman, from his construction company, and personally. And yeah, he's just a great guy, and he's got an excellent maintenance staff too. So as far as options go, like I say, I'll verify that this thing has got ripper hydraulics. I don't know that it does. It looks like it does because it's got two valves right here, or two spools, which I would think would, but I can't quite see back in there. Anyway, that's one option. Does this one have a key battery disconnect?
This one does not, no.
We could put a key battery disconnect on it if you wanted. Just so that whenever it, of course, a machine this age, it doesn't really, there's no parasitic drain like that excavator or that mixer right there. If it sits long enough, it'll run the battery down because the electronics are always going. That's not true with this machine. As far as the engine goes, we just covered it up, but it's a good clean engine. It's a Komatsu 2238. It's a 66 horsepower engine. This machine has got a 30-gallon fuel tank, which will run you anywhere from 7 to 6, maybe 7, up to 10 hours of operation, depending on what you're doing. You know, if you're balls to the wall, you might get 6 or 7 hours out of a tank of fuel. And if you're doing light grading, you know, you might get as many as 10. So all of the fluid levels on this tractor are where they should be. And this machine doesn't take hydraulic oil. It actually takes like 10W30 motor oil. So all of the engine, the transmission, the gear cases, everything, all of the components on this machine are like 10W20 or 10W30 motor oil. You remember what it was, Perf?
I forgot. That sounds about right.
Something like that. Point is, it's readily available. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks on it anywhere. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in this work equipment. And I'm telling you guys, this is a hoss of a machine. This machine will not stop. I mean, we'll do a push test here in a little bit, but it's a direct drive transmission. And the only thing that will, if you weight this machine down, it'll pull right through that building. I mean, nothing will stop it. It's a powerful machine. Top speed is 4.1 miles an hour. This undercarriage, as you can see, is probably about 75%. Let me show them the rollers and stuff that are underneath right here. These pins and bushings. You can see they're in really good shape. The hydraulics are strong. All of these pins and these bushings are relatively tight. There's no deflection or any kind of problem in these hinge points up here, or anywhere on the tractor for that matter. These teeth right here, these are the original teeth. They're, I don't know, 90%. This bucket is 6 feet 5 inches wide. It is 4 feet tall, and it's 2 feet 9 inches deep. This is probably about a struck measurement's probably about 1.25 yards. Maybe if you heaped it up, it'd be 1.5 yards. The breakout force on this loader is 14,110 pounds. And the static tip load, in other words, if you were to lift something, the hydraulics on this machine are so strong that the machine will actually tilt forward. The ass end of this machine will go up before the hydraulics give out. So that the breakout force is 14,100 pounds, but the rated load and carry capacity of this is 9,400 pounds. These shoes right here are 16 inches wide. These are called triple grouser street pads, so they don't mark up the concrete. The PSI rate, now there is 6.5 foot of track on the ground. The PSI rating on this track is 7.68. So me standing here as a 6'1" man, 200 pounds, my PSI rating's about 21 pounds. This machine's lighter than me standing here. So it'll crawl on stuff that you can't walk on. Hey Perf, you want to jump up there and show them the controls real quick?
Yes.
Now these controls, these are steering clutches. So there's no, and that's a great thing. You say that's a bad thing. No, that's a great thing because they're easy to work on, they're easy to maintain, and there's nothing to go wrong with them. So go ahead, Perf.
Over here you have your forward and reverse transmission. This is your throttle. It's also how you stop the machine. You push it all the way forward and it takes the fuel. It's your starter. And over here you control your bucket with this lever. Here's your safety, so that way it won't operate when this is down. Down here's your parking brake.
Yeah, so there's your hour meter reading, 34.35. So we're gonna go ahead and run this in the next clip. Let me see if I can get them a picture. There's the engine.
Okay. There you go.
Oh. That's the engine. I guess we should take off the panels. We'll do that later. It's too damn hot. It's 101 degrees right now. So yeah, that's it right there. We're gonna run in the next clip. Perf, you got anything else you want to say about this machine?
Strong, reliable. It's the embodiment of, they don't make them like they used to.
Yep. We're gonna run it in the next. All right, so this is just a little aside. This is a vandal guard that you can put a padlock on. Keep people out of it, operating it. That's a strong tractor, isn't it, Perf?
Oh yeah, I love this.